Okay, so Jojo beat me in chess. I'm gonna see where I went wrong. I think I know one of the areas when I hung my queen. And I'm gonna see where I could have maybe come back from that a bit. This is a really interesting game because it was so many times the points differential between the two were much higher for one side or the other, but the actual score or the amount of pieces were even. So let's go ahead and watch the analysis here. All right, so starting right off the bat, I just did kind of a classic opening. I realize now that I'm already up by 1 point, if you can see that. And all I had to do was do b3. What would that have done? Oh, bishop to b3. Okay, so I'm already up by 1. Oh, and I did that. So as you can see, points are even, or the amount of pieces taken are even, but I'm already up. It says 2.75. I don't know why. It says here I'm supposed to take, I'm supposed to go a4, which I did not do. Okay, so kind of, I just try to get like a solid center. And this is what Joe does. He pushes these pawns, I guess that pawn wasn't pushed. He pushes these pawns up so far that I don't know which side I'm supposed to castle on because I feel like either side is going to affect me somehow. So I move my knight back and he comes and he protects that piece. So now I'm up by 2.6, like pretty high. All I have to do is push this forward, which for a long time all I was supposed to do is push that forward. And I never did. I just rerouted my knight. And as you can see, not a single piece has been taken. And now I've dropped it down and now I'm losing. I'm losing now. But here I'm up by almost 2 points as long as I play, again, d4. I just never played it. I don't know why. I think I was worried about him taking and then the queen kind of being opened up to being able to do different things. I was just worried about that. I wonder if he could have just taken this. Oh no, he can't take this piece because of the bishop. Okay. So I was just trying to play solid, trying to play like connected. But what I didn't realize is this sort of setup, castling queen side. No, this is king. Yeah, castling, this is king side, yeah. What I didn't realize is, hold on, I'm making, when you, this piece right here, if he ever gets a knight to this square, then he can fork my pieces so long as these pieces aren't here, which is what ends up happening. So I weaken myself by pushing that piece up, and now it's back to even. And now I'm back to, as you can see, 1.89. As long as I go A2, which I think I do. Yeah, I do. So I'm way up again, but not a single piece has been taken. Now he's coming in for the kill. All I have to do again is D4. I just was blind to it. But I think from now on, if I see the D4, I'm going to do it. Now I'm up by 4.6. I mean, this is a game I lose by checkmate. D4, again, best move. Even just taking that piece is fine too. And I push. Okay, so now I'm getting really kind of claustrophobic here. I take a piece. I know that he's got 3 pieces that could take it back. But that's the first time a piece has been taken. And now I finally go D4. So now I'm in business here. Pushes him back, and I push again. Probably shouldn't have done that. I was supposed to go F4. Okay. And now I thought I was being clever here with this check, and I've got that piece, an eyes on that piece, and actually I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, I was thinking check, and he's going to have to move this piece or move that in front, and then I could take this, but he can actually just move that there, and then we'd have to exchange. So that's what he did. I instead protected it, which is a really bad blunder because now he's got this fork. He can fork here and here. I don't think he goes for it right away. Oh, he does go for it right away. And then there it is. That's the loss of my queen. And now, in the game, he's up 6 points. And as you can see, I've got, it's an 8.75 advantage for him. So we do some trades. I couldn't really help the trades. And I talked about this in my last video, where he gave me both of his rooks for both of my, knights. But now I'm up by 1 point. He's going to take that knight. So now he's up by only 2 points, but on the score, which I can't see the evaluation during the game, he's up by 6. And it's just going to get worse from there. So I brought my piece up. He's still up by 6 and up by 2. I'm eventually going to, now I'm hoping he kind of stalemates me. So for a while there, the thing's been telling me to take this piece, but I was too nervous about losing this. So finally I had an opening to take it, and I did take it. And now I'm only down by 5.8, but Joe is only up by 1 point up here on the how many points each one of us have, which is crazy because eventually he does get this knight into the game, and I'm really hoping that he does some, and he never took. I always thought that, you know, he should just take. Yeah, he should have just taken the whole time, and I would have, you know, just taken back with something, maybe this, I don't know if it matters. And now it's a queen, and I mean, you know, those knights are only worth 3. Anyway, he never did that, and I can't figure out why. Or he could have just taken here, I think, right? Let's just say I do something like this. No, that wouldn't have been good. At one point, though, when my pieces were vertical like this, Joe moved his piece out of the way, but he didn't need to. Wait, it was... right here. Joe moved his piece down here, but he didn't need to because I wasn't actually threatening to take, because he could have done something else that was more, you know, beneficial to him, like started getting this piece into the game. Because if I would have taken, then I can't get this rook down in time. He could have taken, and there's no way I can stop him from queening. So that was something that I wasn't sure what he was doing there. Also, when he did get the piece involved, the knight, he came all the way around here, but I always felt like he could have gone just right in that spot and just taken that piece. Let's see what he ends up doing. Yeah, a couple times it was close to repeating moves. B1, B1, A1. Yeah, I was really hoping that it could have been. And he comes here, and I go here, and he goes there, and I go back. But again, this is back and forth, back and forth. It could have been repetition. All he had to do was take. Let's see, he's up by 10 points, it says here on the side. And if he takes, oh, he's down by 1 more point. That's interesting, because on the board he'd be up by 3, but over here he's up by 9. All right, so let's finish this game. Yeah, and I tried to make an attack. I was always wondering, like, well, what happens if I... See, Jojo, he went down. If he would have gone up, that would have been mate in 1. I was hoping. It didn't happen. I was also hoping earlier, when he had his queen on the back rank, that I could coordinate my rooks in time to... Yeah, I was really hoping that I could somehow bring my rook over here and then bring this rook here, where he would have had to sacrifice his queen or lose the exchange to get that. But that didn't happen. All right, so he keeps kind of messing around. Let's see, where did we stop? Yeah, right here. So he brings his piece around, but he doesn't take for some reason, which I think he could have taken. Because, yeah, I take back, but he's going to make that queen. So let's just say that does happen. 8.2, take back. Let's say I take back. Oh, now I'm way up. But why is that? Oh, I can't get through. Duh. Okay. That piece is in the way. All right, so taking here is not that bad. I take back, and now I guess he was playing it better than I would have. Okay, so finishing this game, he brings his piece up here, and I should have stayed down here. I should have just kept playing back and forth, but I don't know why, but I just thought I have this sort of pass pawn here. I can get a sort of pass pawn there, and I start, well, I do go back at that time. Now he's back up there. Again, so many times. Now I start going up north, which I should not have done. All I needed to do was go back. B2. Yeah, because I'm not in check. All right, and then forward, forward, forward. Now I go north, and now I thought that I was going to win. And this is crazy. So Joe's only up by 1 point, and then if I'm about to take this piece here, and it's going to be totally tied. And now I've taken it, but it's mate in 4, and he gets me right here. Checkmate. Very, very good game, Joe. And yep, got beat. I lost. I don't know if it says how many points I lost on that game. I don't know if it's going to show this. I was winning as high as 3.6, and then I was just getting crushed after my queen got taken. 70% accuracy for 76. Only one blunder, but that blunder was definitely all. Joe did 3 great moves. Yep, that was one of them for sure. I don't know if I find the other ones. And then I played like a 750, which is below. Joe played like a 900. All right, yeah, good game, Joe, and hope to play again soon. Joe is a gold member now. Which is pretty exciting. All right, follow my channel for more. Just a quick book review at the end of this video of Wild at Heart by John Eldredge. I thought it was very good in most parts of it. One part that particularly stood out for me was when a boy in one of the cultures that he was talking about leaves the house around 12 or 13 years old and goes on a trip, usually with some other men, maybe his dad or some other men in the village, and then comes back and gets reintroduced to his mom, and the mom says, "Hi, who is this young man?" You know, sort of like, kind of like a change in him and a change in the relationship between the two of them. What I learned from this book is sort of the necessary change for a boy is for his mom to kind of let go. So there's a lot of boys out there, 25, 26, their moms are still calling them sweetie pie and all this stuff, and it's just not really good for his heart usually. And then the father needs to engage, and usually the father kind of lets go in today's culture, and the mom's kind of attached. The father needs to engage and do things with them. So I thought those are some really nice parts of the book. Things that I thought that weren't so good, whereas they have this like stereotypical man, and if you don't fit in that mold for the way that he wrote it, you feel less than a man. In fact, I started reading it, didn't really like it, put it down for probably about 6 months, and picked it back up and finished it. I read about 90% of it last Saturday, the rest of the book. I know other people who, you know, one guy's a doctor and he didn't particularly like it as much either, but never picked it up and finished it. And then in the back, back in the book, he kind of backtracks with all his questions about, you know, can a woman like this book? Can it be good for girls? He's like, oh yeah, women can like it, it's good for girls, but he really spells it out in the beginning that it's a book for a specific type of boy becoming a specific type of man. So, and then here is the end of the puzzle.